walk on eggshells before you talk to, you don't know what you will say, and you people will start fighting. Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about something very important, and in fact this is one question that's been in the mind of a lot of people, and it's also on your mind. Is my relationship over? Should I move on? Should I just stay and fight a little bit more? Before we dive in, my name is Makwa, in case you're seeing my face for the first time. I'm also known as a poise doctor. I'm here for all the relationship gists, your favorite relationship girl. Let's dive in. So the very first sign to know that your relationship is over is less and less communication. I mean, when you like someone and you really care about them, all you want to do is talk to them all day long. So when the relationship begins to drop, I mean, he stayed 3 days, 4 days, 5 days without talking to you, not even a chat, a flash, a buzz. My girl, the relationship is over. Some people will just say, okay, maybe you're not calling also, that's why he's not calling you. Forget all those talk. If someone likes you, you say, check it. When you like someone, you always want to talk to them, you're calling them, but when they are no longer calling, it's fading or it's already over. The second sign is you're constantly questioning the relationship. You're always saying, what are we? You already know that you are dating you, but you're still asking him, what are we? Where is this relationship going to? What am I to you? All those kind of talk. And then you have this silent feeling that, oh, he doesn't love me. Each time you're lying on your bed, you're ending your day with just one question on your mind. Does he really love me? If he loves me, why doesn't he really care about me? My dear, you already have the answer, but you're too scared to face the truth. But the fact is, the earlier you face the truth, the better for you. The earlier you move on, and the more chance you have with someone else who will appreciate you more, who will give you the real love and affection that you deserve. So instead of just sitting down and questioning, does he love me? What are we? When are you seeing my parents? All those long stories. Just move on. And the third thing is you argue all the time. See, it's normal for people in a relationship to argue, or couples, but then your argument is overboard. Like, you can't just have a normal conversation without having argument and throwing bad words at each other, which you finally regret. So if you find that conflict resolution is hard for both of you, in fact, you end up walking away, two of you he will just walk out, you just walk out, whatever, I beg. And then both of you will carry face, and then you'll not be looking for the first person to say sorry. And the truth, you know what happens? Finally, you're the first person to go and say sorry. So, like, what are you doing? You say sorry for what you're not even wrong for. Like, you just want peace to reign. So every time you're just saying sorry. This is, what do I call it? I don't want to call it a form of abuse, but each time you have conflicts which are difficult to resolve that ends in sadness, malice. I mean, it's really worth it. Every time you stay and be crying for a man because of an argument, and the guy even moves on and lives his life like nothing happens, you're there still crying. That's a sign though. The fourth sign is you feel lonely and alone. Now, relationships do not guarantee the fact that you will not feel alone. I mean, relationships should not be your source of happiness, but each time you're feeling like you're dating yourself, my sister, you are dating yourself. Each time you feel like you're alone in the relationship, you are not wrong. Because before, maybe when the relationship was fresh, you could talk to him, you guys will play together, have a conversation, go on dates. But right now, you're not doing that. So you just feel alone and lonely. That's a very, very big sign that you should not ignore. Sign number 5. You are no longer yourself. I mean, you used to have an independent life, you do stuff for yourself, and you're just a happy person. But recently, you've noticed that aside from feeling alone, You feel like you can't even have a proper conversation with this man without an argument, one. Secondly, you feel like you have to walk on eggshells before you talk to. You don't know what you will say, and people will start fighting. You don't know what you will say, and they will carry face for you for 5 days. You don't just know how to act in public when you're with his friends. You're not even sure what to say that will make him angry. Like, the typical definition is you're working on eggshells because you do not want to offend him. I mean, my sister, what's that one now? Like, relationships make you free, feel lively, feel like you can tell him anything and life goes on and you guys are happy, you laugh over some things. But then if any small thing you tell him is a trigger for him to shout on you, aside, now I'm not even talking about abusive people, it means that this guy has lost interest. Normally those days when you tell him something, hey, he will laugh at your jokes, and then he will just be happy with you no matter what you say. But these days you find that you're walking on eggshell. It's not worth it, sister. Number 6, he disregards your feelings. So finally, you now muster courage and talk to him about, oh babe, you've not been acting normal. Is everything okay? Is your business okay? This is how I feel. I feel like you don't love me anymore. I don't know. He will just tell you you're insecure. Deal with your insecurities. Don't calm me in. I don't care how you feel. Go and find what's making you feel the way you're feeling. Oh. See, these lines are heartbreaking lines for a lady. But if your man does not regard your feelings, he doesn't care if you, he doesn't even know. Maybe you will be together, you're even crying. He knows send you, he's just doing his stuff and moving on. Like, you can tell that to bother me again. Like, send my matter again. They reason me again. See, that's just the truth. If you feel like that for 1 second, what you have to do is to validate your feelings. And okay, why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? Is it that he's not giving me attention or what? If he's not giving me attention, if he's no longer into this relationship, let me just walk away. Again, if you tell him that, what's all this was now? Is it that you're no longer interested in the relationship, blah, blah, blah? He will tell you that, what do you mean? If you just want to end the relationship, end the relationship. Don't threaten me. See, these people will make you feel like you're crazy, will turn your head, like you will manipulate you into thinking you're the one with the problem. You will search yourself and you identify that, okay, there's nothing really I'm doing bad. I've been trying my best in this relationship. If it's not going to work, move on. There is someone else out there for you, sis. Or what again? Either number 6 or number 7. I think number 6. You beg for the basic minimum. Of course, there is less and less communication. You guys don't even go on dates anymore. You guys don't sit down to have healthy conversations. Nobody's talking about the future. He doesn't even ask how your day went, what happened, stuff like that. He does not care about you. That's just the truth. You find that you're begging for the basic minimum, calls, texts, and all of those, and you're still not getting them. The relationship's probably. And finally, there are too many words and no actions. He promises this, that. In fact, from the beginning of your relationship, he's been promising you a lot of stuff, but you find out that he's not even done anything he promises you. Okay, we'll go on date next week. I'm broke this period. Let's go on date next week. He will tell you story upon story. He has a lot of promises of the kind of home you live in, how many children you give birth to. I mean, he tells you all these things to keep you hinged to him. You're awesome, you're amazing. So he doesn't want to miss out of your goodness, but still he doesn't want to man up and become the actual man he's supposed to be to you in order to keep you. So if this is what you're experiencing in your relationship, my sister, you have 2 options. It's either you keep denying the fact that these things are happening and maybe it's just me. Most of us women, you say, maybe it's just me, and then you pray about it. Maybe it's my insecurity that's coming into this thing. You've been binding the spirit of insecurity out of my life. Nothing is wrong with my relationship. My relationship is working in Jesus' name. But it's glaring. The signs are all there. He's not talking to you. You're not doing the things you used to do together. You're losing yourself. You're working on eggshell. What else do you need? There are too many words and there are no actions. See, if you've seen all these signs, either you remain and deny it, or you face it, man up and walk out of the relationship. There's nothing wrong with the fact that someone is not taking you serious and you're not going to remain in the relationship and keep begging them to give you attention. There are a lot of men out there that care about you and want to give you the attention. So feel like, oh, if I leave this guy now, where am I going to get the next guy? You're shortchanging yourself, because this thing I just said is called scarcity mindset. Scarcity mindset makes you feel like, oh, he's the only one in the world. If I leave him, where am I going to get another man? Men are scarce. My dear, men are not scarce. They are, see, we have in abundance good men that are filled with love, that want to pour it on you. But are you in the right state of mind to receive that kind of love that you deserve? Or you're still feeling that this one is your all in all, that if you leave him now, you will not get another one. But okay, if you still hold on to him, you will not get the kind of love you deserve. So what's the point? Why are you still holding on to something that's expired? Omo, leave him and go. Like, find your way and focus on your life. Review yourself. Work on your self-image, self-esteem, self-worth. Most of these issues are linked to self-worth. I have one friend, she will say, if it doesn't work out, me, I'll go. I don't even have time to be begging someone to be calling me or text. And you know what happens? When she walks out of relationship, she gets better men. Yes, she's already married. So it's not like she's still jumping into other relationships, finding someone to love her. You deserve all the love and affection life can offer. Savour it. See yourself in that light and walk out of that dead end that you're calling relationship. All right. Bye. I'll see you in my next video.